What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Sick Productions, the channel that just where I talk about things that I'm interested in. That is horror movies, wrestling, music, so on and so forth, etc. Basically. Today I'm just going to be talking about things that I like and just go from there. Basically, this is an off the cuff type of video slash podcast. So hopefully you guys like it. On the docket right now, I'm going to be talking about things that are interesting me. That being WWE and AEW, movies, favorite movies I've seen so far, movies I am excited for, and whatever else. It's just a simple little get to know me type of video. Let's see. So, one of the things that I'm going to be talking about is, if you are a wrestling fan, is the overall state of the wrestling universe right now. That being WWE, AEW, and so on and so forth. Let's start with the big one, WWE. I am a fan of WWE. I've been a fan since I was a little kid, knee high to a grasshopper, basically. I started as a young kid loving wrestling. My the first person that I connected with was Stone Cold. That being said, is he still currently my favorite? Sorta. He's in my top 5. But to go from there, it was just little things, Right around the Ruthless Aggression eras, whenever I fully started becoming invested into wrestling, I gravitated towards Eddie Guerrero, Edge, so on and so forth. Things like that. But now, I don't find myself watching WWE as much as I used to. A couple reasons for that. I don't know, is it really worth watching nowadays? The product in of a whole has gone to somewhat crap, in my opinion. AEW is kicking in WWE's butt in ratings. So, there's that. Now, with AEW, recently, past couple of years, I've been gravitating towards that more than I have been with WWE. I am still a WWE fan. I still watch the pay-per-views, obviously, but I don't find myself watching the television product. I will catch up on it on YouTube videos, but as just a fan to sit down and watch it, I don't really do that. AEW's been the only one I've been watching. But recently, I've been gravitating towards SmackDown. Roman Reigns and his bloodline is really the only thing WWE's got going for it at the moment. With the draft happening, we will see. But hopefully WWE gets its head out of its ass. And I will let people know, if I get into a heated discussion about something, I do not have a filter. This is going to be your disclaimer for the video. If you are sensitive to adult language, don't watch, don't listen. I have a mouth like a sailor. I can't fucking apologize for it. But yeah, let's start with AEW. Let's get to the AEW side of things. In 2019, AEW was on the rise. They hadn't became a company just yet. Whenever I started following them, they had the press conference in Jacksonville where Chris Jericho came out and said that he was a member of the All Elite Wrestling thing. So I obviously gravitated towards that. I started watching the videos and interviews of him saying why he left WWE, and I get it, He's been 30 years in a company. You do something for 30 years, you want to change it up a little bit. And he changed it up whenever he went to New Japan. He had his matches with Okada and Kenny Omega. But, that's all he had done outside of WWE for 20 years. And then comes Tony Khan. Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. They start a company for the fans, by the fans, basically. And just blow down the freaking doors, man. But the precursor to that was the All-In pay-per-view at Madison Square Garden, where Dave Meltzer made a bet on Twitter to Cody Rhodes saying that if he could sell out Madison Square Garden, he might have something. And he did. He sold out Madison Square Garden in under 20 minutes. And then the All Out pay-per-view sold out again. And then the first AEW branded pay-per-view was Double or Nothing. And it was fantastic. Jon Moxley debuted, but freaking Kenny Omega, he done something. He hit Kenny Omega with a paradigm shift on the top of a stack of freaking poker chips, and then tossed him off of it. And that was the precursor to AEW. Freaking phenomenal. Sorry, AJ. But, I mean, since then, they've just been furthering their product, in my opinion. And then I stopped watching for a while. I keep up with everything. Cultaholic, sports, ringside news, all that. That's basically what every fan listens to or watches or gets their information from. And that's obviously where I went. I don't know. I mean, I'm a casual fan now. I wasn't as hardcore as whenever I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was different. It was something for me to gravitate towards outside of school and outside of my friends. And my friends growing up, we all loved wrestling. We held backyard wrestling leagues in freaking lots where we grew up. It was just something that we had done. It was something that we all enjoyed. And then growing up, I stopped watching it. I'm slowly getting back into it. But what brought me back into watching wrestling, basically, when I stopped watching wrestling was whenever Punk left. CM Punk. Everybody knows CM Punk. Everybody who's a wrestling fan knows CM Punk. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, if you're a UFC fan, you know who Punk is. When he left, that's when I stopped sort of kind of watching, because that was right whenever everything went to crap. So, 7.5 years of slowly getting into wrestling again is just different. And that's the whole thing, Punk was the precursor to me stopping watching wrestling, and also me start to watch wrestling again. There had been rumors for years about him coming back, and me, I was just is there any reason for him to come back to a company that basically almost killed him? If there was, he would just be doing it for the money and not for the love of everything. So that brings us to a couple of months ago. There had been rumors that it was literally the worst kept secret in professional wrestling, but still, you didn't know. You didn't know if he was coming back. No one knew if he was coming back, because for years he had said he had stopped loving professional wrestling. And I get it. I completely agree with Punk. You don't want to come back to anything that you left on such bad terms. the company that he was with, WWE, sent him his severance package on the day of his freaking wedding. Like, why would you want to come back to the company that done that to you and damn near killed you? If you haven't listened to it, listen to the Art of Wrestling podcast. It's all over YouTube. He airs out literally all of his grievances in 2 different videos. I mean, what was there left for him in that company to do besides the one thing he wanted to do, which was main event WrestleMania? Now, in the time that professional wrestling is when he should come back. There are so many new guys, and I give credit where credit is due for Darby Allin. I mean, he put on one hell of a match for Punk. 7.5 years. You know the man had to be rusty. He had to have been. And they put on one hell of a match. They really did. I mean, I didn't see any flaws in it other than the fact that Punk was moving slow and he looked a little bit bloated. But, I mean, that's what happens. Whenever you've been out of a professional wrestling ring for 7 years, you're going to expect someone to get blowed up really quick. And I give credit to where it's all due. I mean, I haven't been watching, but I've been watching some highlights on the AW YouTube page. He's still looking good. I mean, hopefully this program with Bobby Fish is going to last a while because I don't see any other formidable storyline for him right now other than Bobby Fish. And that brings me to now. Like, this is just me getting into this whole thing. Is giving you my thoughts on the things that I'm interested in, the things that I love to talk about, which is wrestling, movies, music, whatever else. Obviously, there's not going to be a video on this. This is going to be in audio form. I hate that, but I don't have my webcam yet. So hopefully whenever I do get my webcam, I'm able to give y'all a fuller experience. But, I mean, if this is what y'all like, hopefully you let me know down in the comments. Like the video, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to get me pushed through because I'm new to this whole thing. Now, on to something else I like talking about, movies. It's hard to talk about movies in a day and age when the pandemic happened. They're all enjoyed in your home anymore. I love the theater experience. Me and my wife had just literally went to a theater the past couple of weeks. We went and caught the Scream 25th anniversary in the theater. And then we got an early screening for Halloween Kills. I mean, that gives you what I'm interested in. But I also like Marvel movies. I also like action movies. But my go-to genre is horror. Been a horror freak for past pretty much my entire life. Same way with wrestling, you know. It's one of those things. The movies that I have seen thus far have been promising. The Fear Street Netflix trilogy was pretty decent. It was decent. The first 2 were fantastic. I kind of clunked out halfway through the third one. I still have to finish it. And then for the past couple of years, I've been anticipating Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills, it is super divisive in the horror community right now. It is literally split in half. There are half the people that love it, half the people that hate it. I am on the other end. I loved it. For as long as I can remember, as long as I've been in the horror community all over Facebook and social media, people have been clamoring for Michael Myers to just go full on Jason Voorhees. And he did. He did, and it pissed people off. I get it. The movie's not for everybody. I walked out of the theater loving it. I watched it 4 times on Peacock already. It's great. It's what I wanted. But I can also see why people hate it. There are certain things that they done with the movie that they didn't really keep it true to the Halloween fandom, basically. But, I mean, to each their own. But the thing that's making me mad is you have people literally going on certain YouTubers' pages that covered the Halloween news and just ripping them to shreds because they liked it or they didn't like it. That is the toxicity of this community that really makes me mad. Which is part of the reason why I started this channel. The one thing you're going to realize is that is one thing you will be blocked and deleted from on my channel. This is a community for people that subscribe to my channel to just comment on things that they like and comment on things that they don't like, but you're not going to sit there and rip somebody to shreds because they have a different opinion than you. I'm trying to keep my composure. I don't go on full-blown tangent, but that is just, it's fucking it's fucking stupid. You can sit there and pretty much trash and comment on somebody's channel because your opinion differs from somebody else. This is 2021. There is going to be people that do not have the same opinions as a certain somebody else. And these people feel like that they need to comment and just basically tarnish someone's reputation because they don't have the same opinions as somebody else. Grow a set of fucking balls, people. Come on, like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I mean, to each their own. It's something else for somebody else to deal with, but I'm just trying to get my opinion out on this matter, this subject. I don't know. The other thing that I was wanting to talk about is movies that I'm anticipating. Like, movies that I'm excited for. Obviously, the big one is Spider-Man No Way Home. How can I put this lightly? I am an overall Spider-Man fan. I love the Tobey Maguire movies. I love the Andrew Garfield movies. And I even love the Tom Holland movies. And I even love Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He's not my favorite superhero. My favorite superhero is getting a new movie next year. And you can hate on me all you want. You can discredit me. Robert Pattinson is going to be an amazing Batman. Batman is my superhero. I mean, he's not an actual superhero. He's a vigilante with millions and billions of dollars. He's got money. He literally said it in Justice League. His superpower is money. But he also has a dossier on everyone in the Justice League and knows all their weaknesses, and including his, in case something happens to him. So, there's that. I get why people are immediately saying Robert Pattinson is going to be a horrible Batman because of Twilight. I mean, my wife is a huge fan of the Twilight movies, to each their own. She's also a fan of the books, to each their own. I'm not one of them. I mean, I'm a horror guy. It ruined the vampire genre of horror films as we know it. We haven't gotten a decent one since then. I don't know. But I also tell people, look at his body of work outside of Twilight. The Lighthouse, for example, an amazing film. Other things, just don't put something onto an actor because of one body of films. Like, people wanted to trash Ben Affleck as soon as he got the role for Batman. I wasn't one of them. I said, let's see what this man can do. Look at Michael Keaton. Multiplicity. Other movies that he had done prior to him getting the role of Batman. He's my favorite Batman. Until Pattinson comes out, he's going to be my favorite Batman. Christian Bale, I put Val Kilmer over him, honestly. Hate me all you want, I don't care. This is where we can discuss things. This is where we can comment on things that we can love, you know? What else is there to talk about that's coming out this year? The Matrix, the newest Matrix movie. I can't even remember the name of it. Hopefully it's good. I'm only a fan of the first Matrix movie, to be honest. I mean, Keanu is a god in Hollywood. I'm looking forward to the prequel chapter of John Wick. It's going back to his times during the Continental. From what I've seen, from what I've read, hopefully it's good. And then the movie that I'm looking forward to in November, other than The Matrix, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Anything could be better than the 2016 movie we got. I mean, come on, people. That movie was trash. I don't care if the whole Me Too movement just discredits me from this one freaking comment, but that movie was fucking dog shit. As a Ghostbusters fan, it was a horrendous remake. That you had a couple of cameos from the original cast that just went to shit, and this movie was horrible. To each their own. If you're a Melissa McCarthy fan, if you are the SNL members fan, that is by all means, you go right on ahead. You dive headfirst into that movie. You might like it, you might not. But for me, as a Ghostbusters fan, that movie was a steaming pile of dog shit. Steaming pile of dog shit. Discredit me. I don't care. I don't make the movies. I just watch them. And as a fan of these movies, they were shit. Even Ghostbusters 2 isn't that good, but it's still a Ghostbusters movie. That's the whole thing. What else is there to talk about? I mean, movies that I'm looking forward to next year. The Batman, obviously. Black Adam with The Rock. Basically, every movie from the DC fandom, I'm looking forward to. I mean, DC is on the freaking rise right now. Marvel is taking a dump on movies. I mean, they're going basically for TV series now. What else is there to do? Hopefully we get some good Marvel movies. I did not see Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. I wanted to, but at the time, COVID was running rampant in my state, along with Black Widow. But from the reviews that I've seen, they really weren't that good. But, I mean, who knows? You can watch a movie and end up loving the damn thing. Let's see. We got Halloween Ends. You got the new Jordan Peele movie called Nope. Literally called Nope. We were supposed to get a Jeepers Creepers 4 this year. They just released a 16-second teaser trailer today. Like, literally 16 seconds, start to finish. As long as it's better than the third one, I don't give a shit. I love the first two films. I mean, and here's another thing. If you're a horror fan and you know the deal surrounding Victor Salva, that is something for somebody else's page. Get that talk out of my fucking comment section. Get it out. I do not want nothing discussed about Victor Salva in my comment section. He is a horrendous pile of dog shit that needs to die in the deepest holes of hell. But when it came to the Jeepers Creepers films, the first two anyways, he done good. But at that time, nobody knew what was going on with him behind the scenes. You didn't know that he was a kid toucher. Excuse me. But hopefully we can see where it goes. else is there coming out? Give me a second. Just gotta look up some things real quick. Apparently my neighbors have had people breaking into their stuff, so I mean, that's awesome. Let's see, what's on the docket to come out next year? Lightyear, that was another one. For a Disney Pixar film that doesn't have Tim Allen back as Buzz Lightyear, I'm pretty excited for this film. Hopefully Chris Evans... hopefully he's a decent... I don't know how to even say this. Hopefully he does something good with the series. You got Uncharted. A movie I'm not necessarily looking forward to. The little bit of a trailer that we got, it boosted it up to be a Hollywood blockbuster. I mean, you had that one... Oh, God. You had the one scene in the trailer that was pulled out of Uncharted 3. The airplane scene where he's jumping on the cargoes. Hopefully it's good. I mean... I don't know. Scream. The trailer for Scream... it has left a lot to say about the film. I will say that. This movie, I feel, is going to be amazing. But if you are a part of the horror community, you know the theories, just the absolute wonker ideas that are coming from people about this fucking movie. Let the movie come out, people, before you start making assumptions. I'm one of those people too. I mean, I follow Matthew Lillard outside of everything. So, I mean, hopefully, maybe, we get something that is on the same level of the first reveal. I'm calling it right here. If Stu is not the killer, you're going to find out real quick that Judy Hicks had an affair with Billy during like their high school years. And possibly Dylan Minnette's character is going to be the killer. I don't know. I don't know. That's my prediction. It could change prior to that, but I mean that's what I'm going with right now. Obviously Batman, The Flash, hopefully it's good. Thor: Love and Thunder. Not necessarily hyped up for that. Wakanda Forever. The only thing I can say is do not have Chadwick Boseman be CGI. Go ahead and make his sister the king or queen of Wakanda. It's what they done in the comics. It's what they need to do now. Chadwick Boseman has all of my respect. I mean, he went to work, did not tell a single soul that he had cancer. And people called him, like, he was sickly, but no one knew. And that's the way the world's gonna be now. Nobody needs to know all your fucking business. Rest in power to the King T'Challa. There's another movie that's supposed to come out. I don't know if it will come out. Avatar 2. Just give us the fucking movie, James. Just give us the movie already. Please. As a fan of the first one, it's been almost... When did the first Avatar come out? I want to say 2009. Yeah, 2009. It's been 11 fucking years already. 12 years. Yeah, 12 years. Give us the fucking movie already. Like, come on. I know you want to get this perfect. I know you are a perfectionist. He's one of the best fucking filmmakers in Hollywood right now. James Cameron is a god. But just give us the fucking movie. I know you're trying to build up the rest of the universe along while you're doing this movie. If the movie's done, give it to us. You've been pushing it back a year later and a year later and a year later. I know you couldn't release it last year because of the fucking pandemic. If this movie does not come out in 2022, I don't think it will ever come out. I don't know. Let's see. Top Gun, Maverick. The trailer looks good. I was a fan of the original Top Gun. I just think that it's too soon. Well, not too soon. Too late. If they were going to do it, they would have already done it, 20 years ago. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is a Sam Raimi directed film. Yep, Sam Raimi. It's supposed to be a horror type feel to it. Hopefully, it's good. And for you Sonic fans, I was a decent Sonic fan. I was a fan of the movie. Sonic 2 is supposed to come out next year. Knuckles and Tails will be in the movie, which is something that they teased at the end of the movie. Only time will tell about the rest. I mean, there's movies coming out each day, so hopefully it's something good, What else is there to talk about? I don't know. Haven't really been keeping up with the NFL. I'm a Texans fan, and obviously we might end up losing our quarterback to the freaking Dolphins. So there's that. But we were screwed right from the get-go anyways. Once we lost Hopkins, the Texans went to shit, in my opinion. But that's just that. I don't know, you guys. I mean, this was just a simple little thing. It was something simple, just to get my favorite things out in the air. And there might be things that we can discuss along the way. Oh, another thing. The Chucky TV series. It's phenomenal. If you have not watched it, I think they put all the the first 2 episodes are on YouTube for free. Just look up Chucky TV series. I was a big skeptic about this TV series right from the get-go. Whenever they announced it, I was like, this might be doomed to shit. But Don Mancini is making me eat my words real quick. The first 2 episodes, they were really good. This episode, aside from a couple things, I think this might be my favorite TV series so far. I'm obviously watching Yellowstone. I'm late to the party on Yellowstone. If you have not watched it, it is freaking amazing. It's on Peacock, if you got Peacock. I don't know. I mean, another TV show I'm looking forward to next year is House of the Dragon. If you are a fan of Game of Thrones, this is going back to the Targaryen times, 300 years before the Game of Thrones series. So hopefully that'll be good. I want to see the tale of the Mad King just come to fruition and just be visualized, because they've, in the Game of Thrones series, they really said he was mad. So let's see if they give him some justice in the TV series. Another TV series I'm looking forward to is The Last of Us. I am a huge fan of the first Last of Us game. I did not play the second one. But I wasn't that person that based my opinion of the game because of the leaks. I watched a YouTuber, a gamer actually, play through the whole game. And if I would have played it, I would have loved it. I still have yet to play it. I do not own a PS4 or a PS5. I'm looking to getting one so that way I could play it. I know there are going to be people down in the comments saying, "Oh, well, this game is such dog shit. I don't want you. You shouldn't play it. It's awful." I will base my opinions off of the things that I like and the things that I don't like. And if it's a game that I do not like, I will tell you I don't like it. But that's just me. I'm not going to base my opinions off of something I haven't played, something I haven't watched, something I haven't read or seen or heard. And that's what we're going to get into right now. Music. I do not care what kind of genre of music fan you are. I am an overall music lover. If there is something you would like me to hear, to listen to react to, and give you my opinion on, leave it down in the comments. I will try to get to it. As long as it's not a Sumerian product. And if you don't know what Sumerian is, it is a record label for metal, and if you even attempt to react to it, they will block your channel and give you a copyright strike. That is something I'm not here to get. So, hopefully, maybe, in the future, whenever I do get a webcam and I get my capture card, we can discuss music. We can react to music together. Where am I on the music scene? Pop can get the fuck out of here. Modern pop, anyways. I like rap, I like hip hop, I like some country, but I am a metal guy. Hard rock, thrash, doom, power, metalcore, death metal, deathcore, all of it. If there is a band you want me to listen to, by all means, let me know. My favorite bands are Slipknot, Alter Bridge, Lorna Shore, Whitechapel, and if I'm going classic, I'm going Motley Crue, Pantera, bands like that. And I'm also a huge fan of Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, somewhat of a fan of Five Finger Death Punch. Just types of music in that genre scene, you can let me know, and I will react to them. I will try to react to them. I will listen to them, and more than likely I'm going to like them. But that's all for today, people. This was just a test run, basically, to get my whole system set up. I just felt like talking, giving y'all my opinions on things. If you like what I've told you, if you're a wrestling fan, subscribe. If you're a movie fan, subscribe. If you're a music fan, subscribe. I got something for everybody here. I'm new to this, but I am not new to giving my opinions on